Hello and welcome to this coverage of the grand final of the North Star Cup. The North Star Cup was a tournament held in the Minneapolis area of Minnesota by the Minneapolis Crokinole Club. My name is Linder Wendt. I'm the founder and runner of the Minneapolis Crokinole Club and the co-host of this tournament alongside Jamie Harder. We had 56 awesome players come to this tournament, and we are down to the final two. It is Shawn Hagarty, 2025 world champion, and Ryan Buhr. Ryan Buhr was third place at this year's World Championship singles division, and Shawn Hagarty was second, and together as a doubles team, they won the 2026 World Crokinole Championship for doubles. So, two extremely high caliber players, undeniably two of the best players in the world, coming to a head here in the Twin Cities for what is sure to be a serious bout of crokinole. Shawn Hagarty was the top seed coming out of the A pool, and that means Ryan Buhr shoots first. And they both start off with making their open 20s. Both players are extremely strong open 20s shooters, and I know, especially with Shawn Hagarty, it can feel like sometimes he's just never going to miss, no matter how many times you make your own. And we see quickly both players making all four of their opening 20s, so we are off to a very strong start with their shooting. And that is 5 each. Players also shooting at a very fast pace, open 20s races. There's not as much to consider. You don't have to think as critically about precisely where. And we have the final shots of each round. Buhr securing a perfect round, and Hagarty missing to his left, going long. And Ryan Buhr takes the first 2 points of the match, going up 2-0 in this race to 11. This event was hosted by my club, the Minneapolis Crokinole Club. It's so much fun to have everyone out for the North Star Cup, and we look forward to doing it again next year. We are tentatively scheduled for July 31st, 2027, and we'd love to have as many people as we can get. Buhr missing first this time around. Hagarty getting the takeout, staying back. Buhr putting play just a little bit closer to the hole, but unfortunately for him, he failed to take out that piece from Hagarty. Hagarty gets a touch there, but is not able to get the takeout. I don't think he meant to clip his own piece and take it out. I think he was just going for that dark blue piece there. Not able to execute that, and now he's down a 20, but with the hammer, he needs some sort of double takeout 20 eventually. He tries to get the takeout coming off the post, doesn't quite convert it. Hagarty misses it as well. So not able to get the 20, but didn't leave an easy 20 for Buhr. Buhr is very strong on his follow-through 20s, but it's hard to hit those on command. Buhr lines up the takeout 20, doesn't get it, ends up kicking the table, but the round is just about out of reach for Buhr as long as Hagarty makes his 20, which he does. Buhr would need a double takeout 20 and a miss from Hagarty to still have a chance. He gets a nice double takeout and follow-through action. Very impressive attempt there, but not quite able to convert it. Hagarty gets the takeout, and Buhr taking an inconsequential final shot, and he might as well get his misses out of the way in this round. Not Ryan Buhr's finest round there, but, his first round was a perfect round, so can't be on fire every single round. We are now tied 2-2, and Buhr opens up the shooting with a heavy hanger. Hagarty not able to convert it. He does get the takeout. Buhr wanting to come into the 20 hole there, leaves a lighter hanger. This one should be fairly easy work for Shawn Hagarty, and he does drain it. Nice shooting from Hagarty. Buhr back on form, hitting an open 20, but he is in a deficit now. He needs to keep hitting his open 20s and hope that he can draw a miss from Mr. Hagarty. Comes up short again. This round is getting very tough to win for Ryan Buhr, especially if Hagarty makes a 20 here. He does. Nice pullback from Shawn Hagarty there. That's a difficult shot to navigate. Buhr sinks one, and Hagarty makes that, securing at least a tie in this round. And Hagarty can secure a win with a 20 here, and he does so. Nice shooting from Shawn Hagarty there. He is the winner of that round, 7 20s to 5, and he takes a 4-2 lead in this race to 11 points. See that really nice drop back. That was a very beautifully executed shot to get the drop back 20 and get the takeout. This event is part of the National Crokinole Association 26-27 tour. You can learn more about events and results in the link below. Lots of great National Crokinole Association events coming up, and there are more and more each year. So it's really been a great thing to see the game grow and expand and see crokinole tournaments like this one popping up in more and more places. Buhr bouncing out of the 20 hole here, leaving an opening for Hagarty, and he nails it. Besides that one missed 20 to miss the perfect round, Hagarty has been just about flawless in this game so far. Buhr is certainly not making it easy on him, but when Hagarty doesn't miss, there's not much you can do. Oh, and there's a miss from Hagarty. He shoots long out of the house. Not something you see commonly from Shawn Hagarty there. Buhr hits the open 20 to force a tie at 7 points each. Certainly not something you see very often for a player to hit 7 20s and then Super Steve on their final shot, shooting an invalid open shot. But we saw it there, and players are right back onto their 20s game, but Ryan Buhr missing short. Hagarty hits the hanger, and Buhr now, once again, having a deficit he needs to erase. We've seen 2 open 20s misses from Hagarty so far. The first one was for the perfect round. It turned what would have been a tie into a loss, and then that one on the previous round, it turned what would have been a win into a tie. So both of his misses have definitely been costly, but there have been so few of them, only 2 misses, that he still retains a 5-3 lead. Hagarty with a nice, well-executed rollout there, showing he can do more than just knock back a bunch of open 20s. And Ryan Buhr now, he's got to make something happen, and there's not a very clear way of doing it. I think he's going to go for what we call the Harper, coming follow through off that post and into the 20. Valiant effort, but comes off the post and leaves an opening for Hagarty, which Hagarty nails. And Hagarty now will take a 7-3 lead into this final match. See this nice rollout from Hagarty there, hitting that piece out and moving his piece comfortably into the 10. This video coverage is provided by Tracey boards, who provided, or all the boards used at the North Star Cup were Tracey boards. And you can get your own Tracey board today at traceyboards.com. Both players perfect through their first 3 shots. And Shawn Hagarty has penciled in the first half of a perfect round, as has Ryan Buhr. Buhr has hammer here, so he will have the advantage if Shawn Hagarty were to miss, but that's certainly not something you want to depend on. Hagarty makes his 6th 20, as does Ryan Buhr. Last 2 shots for each player here. We'll see if either of them yield or if we see another dual perfect round. Hagarty secures the perfect round. Ryan Buhr lining up his shot, and he gets it. Dual perfect round for 2 of the best 20 shooters in the game, Shawn Hagarty and Ryan Buhr. That brings the score to 8-4 in favor of Shawn Hagarty. Ryan Buhr staying right on his rhythm and making another open 20, and Hagarty misses. Buhr with his rollout, I think he is the undisputed best in the game at those rollouts, being just not only getting away from the middle, but just being so precise with where he places that piece. Absolutely deadly from there. Buhr with a very nice shot there, too, through Hogan's Alley and following through to push play to the outside of the board. Very well executed. Hagarty pulling play back via a post onto his side of the board. Nicely executed there. And he gets the miss he wanted out of Ryan Buhr. Buhr hitting a post on his way through the house, and Hagarty can make him pay with a 20 here. That's exactly what he does. For now, last time he would have been wanting to hit and stick. This time he wants to peel, force play back to the middle, and he does, but forcing play back to the middle, it's the analytically good move, but man, against Shawn Hagarty and the way he's shooting 20s right now, forcing play back to the middle certainly does not feel good. But Buhr simply had no other option if he wants to come away with some points in this round. And he can make this open 20 to force Hagarty to shoot. Hagarty already had the round, hits the hanger 20 anyways, and he is now up 10 points to 4. See this very nice rollout for Ryan Buhr there, and this heavy hanger conversion from Shawn Hagarty. And it is now 10 points to 4. A tie or a win for Shawn Hagarty in this final round will do it and make him the 2026 North Star Cup champion, taking the throne from Jeremy Tracey, who was our 2025 champion. Both players making their first 3 open 20s, and Hagarty getting the first half of a perfect round, and Ryan Buhr following suit. We'll see if they can repeat for the second half. Ooh, Hagarty just barely falls into the hole, almost missed long there. And Buhr almost came up short there, but the disc sort of drifted its way on in. Hagarty now with 6 20s to his name, and Buhr just the same. Hagarty 7, and Ryan Buhr makes 7. If Shawn Hagarty gets this, he gets a perfect round and secures the victory for the North Star Cup. Ryan Buhr hits his 2. We end that match fittingly on a dual perfect round. Great, incredible shooting from both players. And we have Shawn Hagarty, the victor of the 2026 North Star Cup. We saw 45 of 64 shots go in for 20s. For Ryan Buhr, it was even more for Shawn Hagarty. He was just absolutely lights out with his shooting. You can see here some upcoming events listed. July 25th has already came and gone, but it's not too late for the Turtle Island Singles Championship on August 1st, or the Dallas Double Tap Singles and Doubles Championship August 7th and 8th. So stay tuned for those, and thank you for watching this coverage of the North Star Cup.